You know what I mean? And so for me, it's about equity. It's about empowerment. You know, if you look at what Maynard Jackson did in Atlanta
Yes.
and why that was not done in every majority black or brown city in the
It does
entire
not make sense.
any
Dude, I'm from Augusta, Georgia. Went to college in Atlanta. I went to Georgia Tech. And so,
no.
yeah, Maynard Jackson literally, I mean, he basically stated that if they're having, like when they constructed the Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, it's like if, half of the contracts are going to go to black folks, and if they don't go, you're not building. And it's like he literally put those stop gaps in place, and that created so many black millionaires, entrepreneurial opportunities and all, but just because he just said, you know what, I'm going to open up a framework for that to happen. And I'm not just going to open it up. I'm going to demand and say it ain't going to happen unless y'all stick to this.
Absolutely. So listen, my father says this all the time, right? My father was fortunate enough to become superintendent of schools for the city of Newark for a long period of time. And during that time, you float bonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was having the school system, the school district was having a bond issuance. And so he hired some brothers to prepare that package. Now you could go to anywhere. You could have gone to JP Morgan, you could have gone to Goldman Sachs, you could have gone to any of those guys. But he chose some brothers and sisters to do it, right? Because the first time he did it, he was the only person that looked like us in the room. And he said, hey, where's all the brothers and sisters at? He said somebody leaned over, whispered to him and said, Gene, it's because you didn't bring them.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude. So because you didn't bring them.
Because you didn't bring them, right? So what that means to me is if I have the power to empower, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that that is done.